Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ellie. Today's video I'm going to be talking about some ways you can get free books. If you're like me and keep putting yourself on book buying bans but eventually a week later you've already broken it, or if you're just trying to save some money but still want to keep reading books, these are just a few ways you can continue reading and find some new authors and new favourite books without spending too much money or even any money at all. Firstly, I'm going to talk about Kindle Unlimited. Now obviously this isn't a free way to get books, you do have to pay a monthly subscription to Kindle. However, you can take out from the Kindle library up to 20 books at a time, and I'm not too sure how much the monthly payment is. I know it varies depending on where you live, so I think it's around £9 or £10 here in the UK, but I do think it is really good value for money, and you don't have to go out and buy a Kindle. You can use the Kindle app on your smartphone. The first way, I actually saw another YouTuber talking about this. I downloaded it and tried it out and it does work. So there is a website called Freebies. I will leave a link to it in the description down below, and basically you sign up, you set your preferences to what genres and styles you like to read, and I believe every day I get an email. It might be every other day, but I'm pretty sure it's every day. You will receive an email with all of the books which are available on Amazon for free under the genres which you selected. So I do find when I click the links it does take me through to the US Amazon site, so sometimes a book will come through on that saying it's free, and then when I search up on the UK Amazon site it will be like 99p to buy or something, but that has only happened a few times. But yeah, essentially you just get this email, you scroll through, it has every book that is free for that day. It does change daily, so if you don't go and get the book the day the email comes through and go a few days later, it might not still be free. Have the list, so you can click the link, and as I said, it will take you through to the US site. But I will take any book that sounds interesting on this newsletter and search it on Amazon UK, and then you just click the book and then it will say buy for free, and you click that and then it will just download. There's always a really good selection of books coming through, and sure, some days you'll get the email and none of the books on there will be what you're looking for, but other days I find so many new books, and because of this and the next few tips I'm going to talk about, my Kindle library now has over 100 books in it and I have not paid for any of them. The third tip is very similar to the first one in terms of you downloading the books, but if you sign up to an author's newsletter, they sometimes offer freebies. So I started up by signing to a few different authors' newsletters whose books I really enjoy, and sometimes they quite often kind of join up with other authors and they all offer a free book in their monthly newsletters, and I think this is really great because the authors are all supporting each other. I'm also finding so many new authors I'd never heard of that are writing books that are in genres that I really enjoy, with tropes that I really enjoy. So when they send these through, sometimes the authors will just send a free copy of one of their own books. Sometimes you will have to then join up to another author's newsletter to get the copy of the free book, and then I have found sometimes when you do that, the author that you signed up to will then be like, thank you for signing up to my newsletter, here's another free book. And I just think that's so cool and just so nice of authors to give these copies of their books. I did download a new book via this way this morning and I screen recorded it, so I will insert that now just so you can see exactly how that all works. Once you are on the author's email, you scroll down to where the free book offer is and click the link to get it. It then takes you to a book funnel link which just has the blurb of the book where you press sign now. You enter your first name and your email address and then make sure you tick that you understand you're signing up for the newsletter. It will then come up with this where you press download your book now, then tap send to Kindle. This will automatically send it to your Kindle app. So if you send using email, I send it to my personal email and select EPUB. This will then send the copy to your email, which you will then get as a separate email. You then just need to forward that to your Kindle email address and you need to tap include. And then a few minutes later, it will be in your Kindle library and you just need to tap to download and it's all set up. like I said, I just think this is really great because the authors are all supporting each other and it's a great way for you to find new authors yourself. This one I actually didn't know if it was going to work. I tried it last night and it did, and I literally just went onto Amazon and just typed in free Kindle books, and I didn't specify any genre, and I think there were about 7 pages last night, and every book that came up under that search was a book that was currently free for download. And I think altogether I downloaded maybe 7 or 8 books through that, and obviously when books are free is going to vary, so if you search up that regularly you're going to find new titles, and sometimes authors that you like anyway will have an offer. And I found some books through that I probably wouldn't normally have chosen, but they just sounded really good, and it's just another way to find more authors and expand into different genres that you might not necessarily normally like. Then the final tip might not necessarily work for everyone, but you can sign up to take part in book tours. So I first found out about these through, I believe it was TikTok, where a book tour company contacted me and I took part in one, and then from there I found some more on Instagram. Essentially what this is authors will contact a book tour company when they have a new release coming out, and you can then sign up to read an ARC copy of the book, and in exchange you have to post a review. Typically they ask for a review on websites such as Goodreads and Amazon, but they also like you to post it across social media such as Instagram, TikTok and Facebook, just to get the word of these releases out there. And again, this is just really good because you are helping to promote the authors themselves. Your reviews are going to help these authors. Your reviews and any of your promotion is going to get this author's book out there. And if, like me, you worry that potentially you might sign up to read a book that you might end up not loving, it's totally okay. I found a lot of these book tour places say that if you are going to rate a book below 3 stars or don't particularly enjoy it, to contact them. But I just think this is a really great way to connect with a lot of small authors as well. A lot of the times the authors that are sent out within these book tour emails are ones that I had never heard of, and a lot of the times it's also some people's debuts that are being pushed out this way. So again, it's just a really great way to find some new up and coming authors, but you're also giving them that support with helping to promote their book. And obviously you don't get paid for this, but you do receive a copy of their ebook, and occasionally sometimes these companies will offer the chance to win a physical copy of these books as well. But do note, if you do sign up to these, that there are timescales which are laid out in the initial email, so you do need to read the book and have your review posted by or on a certain date. If you are looking into this, just know that you will have deadlines. Then the final way is just to enter competitions. So I don't really tend to have the best luck when it comes to competitions. However, last month I entered a competition on Twitter through the Yauk Twitter account, and I won a book. So competitions, they're fun. You might not win, but sometimes you do, and I'm really excited about it. There's always giveaways on Instagram as well. I see a lot of authors giving away copies of their books, but also sometimes people just celebrate hitting a milestone amount of followers and they give away books as well. They're fun to take part in, and sometimes it pays off. But I hope this video has been a little bit helpful for you. I have tried all of these and they have all worked for me, and as well they are all legal ways of attaining free books, and you never know, you might just find your next favourite book or author via these ways. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you again next week.